I don't know and I couldn't possibly know what you're looking forward to next week, but regardless, with the sheer number of Berserkers that are about to run around Tyria, we can say that Halloween was cancelled in favor of Ragnarok. But why is that, you may ask? At October the 4th, new patch drops and you know what's inside? A metric crapton of bloody Berserker buffs. Someone at ANET came to a meeting and suggested that two elite specs that specialize in painful, indiscriminate pierdol need no trade-offs for borderline ridiculous damage dealing potential. This is the only Berserker change I disagree with. Including other changes, this might be an apocalyptic overkill. It also might be completely fine. After all, PvP is a toxic radioactive environment and Warrior as a whole is much easier to play around than people with literally every trick in existence up their sleeves. Moving on to said other changes, it appears CMC actually played Warrior for more than a minute, because he instantly decided to connect more buttons to Berserker's big adrenaline bar. He did give regular burst to Calm Zerker, but Anger Zerker still only has his primal burst. Which makes a lot of sense and should be baseline of how Berserker works from the very beginning. Now, Berserker's adrenaline management will finally be more complex than waiting for the go apeshit button to light the bloody up. Another thing CMC did was taking my previously posted Hammer Zerker build and throwing it into the oven, if not trash. Merciless Hammer was moved to defense and merged with the Mace trait that no one took before, and almost entire defense was reworked, so it will no longer suck the bloody d***. Thick Skin now applies protection when you use heal skill. Adrenal Health is more reliable, Shield Master grants adrenaline, Cool the Weak applies weakness on burst hit, so you have control over when it happens. Defy Pain gives you 2 seconds of Endure Pain on elite skill cast. Armored Attack was given the boot and replaced with something that gives you resistance on a dodge roll. Last Stand grants barrier on stance use. Cleansing Ire now removes 1 condition plus 1 per bar of adrenaline spent, and Rousing Resilience was replaced with Stalwart Strength that gives you stability when you disable something and bonus damage when you have stability. All of those are significant buffs not just to Berserker but to Warrior as a whole. I am extremely happy, just a little bit worried that entire package might prove to be too much. You see, the glaring lack of toughness forced Berserker players to think about what they are doing, because 700 toughness even with Warrior's heavy armor and 19k base health means Berserker is deceptively fragile. His biggest strength being also his biggest weakness introduced the risk versus reward dilemma into the equation. Rage was basically I'm playing Elementalist for 15 seconds button. With that gone, Berserker will be significantly harder to counter pressure, and will often be able to win by bashing his head against the problem. However, whether or not the intelligent people with access to water will see new Berserker as too strong is a tomorrow's mystery. For now, all I can absolutely objectively say is that Berserker, and not only Berserker, will be more fun to play in pretty much every way possible. So, regardless of eventual judgment from the big hydrated above, there will be a period of time when playing Berserker will be absolutely worth it. And I highly encourage everyone who may concern to go ahead and join the bloody mayhem. Crapface out.